What is up, YouTube? Welcome to Panfro Games, and wow, we got a massive new trailer for Pokemon Legends Arceus. We got a 13-minute English trailer that goes through all the systems of the game, the general gameplay, the gameplay loop, and all the different features that will be in the game. And holy crap, I am so excited for this game. This is going to be an absolutely phenomenal game and experience. And in today's video, we're just going to watch the video along together, and I'm going to point out anything that I noticed that I thought was really cool. There is a lot of cool little secrets in this trailer that I don't really focus on, and I want to show them to you today. So let's just dive right into the trailer. I still think it is funny that they still use this old gameplay in the beginning here. Okay, so finally new gameplay. So I want to mention this. So not only are we seeing trees on the map now, but we are also seeing little material areas which we're going to be able to farm with our Pokemon. And I think that's really cool. This game is going to be a farming simulator. So prepare to be crafting and gathering a lot in this game, because that is going to be a major part of the gameplay loop. So this is going to be our main area of the game. This is going to be pretty much zone 1 of the game right here, which I think is going to be pretty cool overall. And yeah, raw materials. We're going to be hunting for tons of raw materials to craft Pokeballs, to craft items that'll make it easier for us to actually catch Pokemon, and healing items and whatever. So yeah, this is the game for sure. Run around, send our Pokemon out. Oh, and yeah, here we're going to go getting some raw materials. I think it's cool that we physically have to throw our Pokeball at items as well. And yeah, we're going to be picking up items from the ground, which is going to be pretty cool as well. And yeah, we're going to be getting apricorns from the trees. So that's how we're going to be able to make special balls, is going to particular trees. And I'm sure each area of the map will have their own trees, and we can make different Pokeballs. All right, wild Pokemon. This is really exciting, this part of the video. So yeah, some Pokemon are not going to be aggressive to us, and their spawns are going to be dependent on their weather and the location you are on the map, which is really cool. It's what I expected, but I'm actually really hyped for that feature. It's sort of similar to the wild area in Sword and Shield in a way, because they would have weather spawns as well in different areas of the wild area. So this Shinx is like mad at us. And I think, dude, this dodge roll is real. That's a Dark Souls dodge roll, so that's pretty fun. But it seems like once a Pokemon's mad at you and you actually hit it with the ball, you get into this Pokemon fight. And there's a lot of massive stuff here. Like, the stats are completely different. Like, an Oshawott at level 14 would not have 82 HP, so the stats are completely different than usual. But it is same in the sense that you have to catch a Pokemon by lowering their HP and doing that, and then we do have the different styles, which we will go to later in the video. But this looks a lot of fun. I like the ball animation as well. It looks pretty sweet. And this sneaking aspect is very cool as well. Also, citrus berries. So I wonder... Oh, throw a berry near a Pokemon to distract it. So I wonder different Pokemon will like different types of berries. Ah, that's really cool. And as you could see here, let's just go back a little bit. In the top left-hand corner right here, times you've given it food. So it is tracking every little metric that we're doing, which we'll go into later about the different missions. But I'm sure this is going to be one of those Dex missions where how many Pokemon of the same species you caught, like 20 Psyduck, how many times you fed a Psyduck, stuff like that, how many times you defeated a Psyduck. So it's going to be a lot of that in this game. So prepare for like long mission lists that are very similar to like a Monster Hunter encounters. And another big thing right here is we caught that Psyduck and our Pokemon leveled up. So it says here we caught a level 14 Psyduck and we've caught 4 out of 6. So this is a mission. This is absolutely a mission. So we complete the mission when we have a 6 caught, or I guess a side quest, right? But you can see our Pokemon gained EXP outside of battle here, and they leveled up, and there wasn't like a screen or anything. So that is really cool. And when we caught the Pokemon, we also got a Mud Ball. So catching Pokemon will give you materials as well. So you're going to need to catch Pokemon to probably get certain materials. I'm sure there's going to be rare drops as well. And the fact that, oh, and another massive thing is, yes, the level ups is happening again, EXP, but You can also learn new moves and not have it actually, make it so you have to change the move of the Pokemon. Like you're not necessarily removing the move to replace it. I'm sure you will have to if you had 4 moves, but because this was like a level like 7 Starly that only had 3 moves, the new moves just automatically got added, but it wasn't like a big blocky text screen that showed up and all that with stats and things like that, which I think this is really immersive and it doesn't interrupt the gameplay flow. So I'm really excited for that. Oh yeah, aggressive. So this is so I want to talk about I'm this red screen. Is this our HP? This seems to be our HP. So the lower our health is, we're probably gonna have this red, like blood sort of like threat level thing near us. The more damage we take until they eventually knock us out. And yeah, this Tank growth is absolutely terrifying. Alpha Pokemon are gonna be real, and they are gonna be a true challenge. Man, if we dodge rolled that, we would have survived. But yeah, you can die. So you know what's funny? Like if people do a Nuzlocke, what if you black out? Like just from a wild encounter like that on the overworld. Does that count against you? And a massive thing right there. So when you black out, you lose items. So when there is a consequence of dying, just like before in Pokemon, regular Pokemon games, when you get knocked out, you lose some money. You lose some items. And these were some real items. I mean, this is a medicine right here. This is like a potion essentially, right? And we don't know what mud balls are for, but probably for a certain type of Pokeball or maybe some sort of trap. But there is consequences for dying, so you definitely don't want to run out there and keep dying and dying over and over again. So that's something to watch out for. Okay, so yeah, we're trying to get all the Pokemon in the Pokedex. So this was pretty interesting that you have to go to the professor to actually log your dex entries and all the things that you've been doing. And you get money for logging things in there, but also update your dex when you actually talk to him. So I thought that was pretty cool. And there's a lot of information, so you can see like what food the Pokemon like, what items they hold when you catch them as well. Of course, they'll tell you their typing and some little information about that. And then when you complete some of these missions, you're going to get research ranks. And I'm sure that is the progression of the game. That's how you're going to unlock new areas and new abilities. And we got a ride Pokemon here. And I think the movement looks pretty good. I mean, we can definitely outrun a lot of Pokemon from what it looks like. And you can see there's a lot of items on the overworld as well that, a lot of trees, a lot of berries, a lot of minerals we can mine. I think that's going to be very cool. And this flying looks phenomenal. That looks like a lot of fun. That is true flying. So that's pretty sweet. All right, and Jubilife Village. I am actually really excited for Jubilife Village because this is our hometown. This is our hub area. This is where we're going to be going back after all our missions, and we're going to get really homey here. And there actually looks like to be a lot of buildings here as well. So one of the things I really hope is that we can actually go into a lot of these buildings and interact with NPCs and, actually do a lot of different activities here as well. But yeah, this is where we're going to be getting our main missions and going out to the world. As you can see here, this is not an open world game. This is a Monster Hunter game. And I do want to pause right here just to see. You can see that Jubilife City is right here where the player icon is. And these are all the different regions. So this is the first area of the game we're actually going to be going to. Right over here, Obsidian Fieldlands is where we're going to have our main fast travel point. But within here, I'm sure we're going to have other fast travel points as well. And it looks like it lists what our mission and rewards are as well. But you can see that here's the entire region. We're going to probably go in a circle. So maybe over here, and then finally the end of the game is going to be Mount Cornet. This looks pretty awesome, though. And yeah, it's not an open world game at Breath of the Wild, but it doesn't need to be. We're fine with something like Monster Hunter. And I'm super excited for that. I think a more focused individual areas is better overall for the game. And also, we get our own home. This looks cool. We're going to be decorating our own house as well. We're also reminds me of Monster Hunter. We can customize ourselves. And very important, we can trade with other people, guys. So definitely, I'm going to be trading with some people. If you want to trade with me, it's going to happen. But this is the only multiplayer function of the game is, yes, you can trade with another player. There is no competitive play or anything like that. But that's pretty cool, though. I do wonder if that means we're going to get trade evolution, or if we're going to be evolving trade mons like an Abra or a Ghastly, you know, to their final forms by doing a task. So we got requests. All right. So requests is what I meant before as when I was saying missions. These are like our little side missions, but we need to do requests in order to unlock missions, right? And you can see that here's the objective, but the reward. So this is going to show us some interesting stuff. Dazzling Honey. And here's our local map as well. And it looks like on this local map, there are requests that you can pick up as well. And it looks like we're actually able to fast travel. And my prediction is these areas right over here. I think these are going to be little fast travel areas. This is probably our main hub right here, but I'm thinking we can fast travel over these areas as well. So this actually looks pretty cool, and there's going to be NPCs out here that we're going to be able to talk to and pick up quests from. So I think that's cool, and the fact that we can mark things on the map means like these maps, even though they're sectioned off, it's not an open world game, they're still going to be sizable areas to explore. So yeah, missions are the story, and then requests is just side quests. But you want to do your requests so you can unlock missions, but also so you can unlock certain items and maybe special interactions. I think like honestly, the game is really relying on these requests. So if the game's gonna be incredible, I really hope these requests are not super grindy and boring. I hope they're like really fun. But you can see the content request 3. Like I bet there's like gonna be a 100 requests, right? And it's like, okay, catch a Shinx, and then bring it back to the dude. I'm sure some of them get really hard, especially in the end game, but I'm fine with that. And it says our research level in the Shinx was 2 already. So I wonder what the max research level, maybe it's 3. As you can see, we leveled up again just by catching that. And I guess, so that's cool that we can actually show the Pokemon that's either in our party or that's in the pasture. And the pasture ends up being our Pokemon box, but instead of, there's no PCs to put the Pokemon in, it's actually just going to go to the farm. So that's pretty cool, that counts. I think it's funny that this dude's never seen a Shinx before. I'm like, dude, have you ever left the village? Like, come on, they're like right outside the village. And we got potions for it, cool. Alright, this is going to be exciting Pokemon battles. So I do sort of wonder, does it matter what Pokemon you have out first, like to interact with different things? Just because you saw like the Baneri and the different Pokemon in the bottom right hand corner. So what, we got Strong Style and Fast Style as well. So this is going to be very interesting stuff. The different variants that we can do in our moves. Also, this gameplay looks really good. So it looks like you can't do Strong Style or Fast Style on every move, which I wonder what the actual thing is. So if we Agile Style, so if we go back a little bit right here and just see, so the ones with the scrolls are moves we can do Agile Style or Strong Style, but we cannot do it for Double Edge or Close Combat. And I'm wondering why. Why can't we do it on these particular moves? That's going to be very interesting to actually find out. The trailer does not really tell us why. But yeah, Agile Style will give us more moves in the turn order, which is cool. So we can do, get more moves off faster. And Strong Style is we lose turn order moves, but we do more damage. So it's going to be really interesting to figure out what's actually good or not. And of course, these take extra move power to do. So it is going to be very important not to actually waste them. And, if you waste them, especially against an alpha Pokemon, you could end up losing. So that'd be unfortunate. I do think it's cool that this tree was shaking in the background right there. Also, Walrein is in the game, so that's confirmed. Walrein is what, level 50 here in the game, confirmed, so my leak decks may be actually correct. And our Raichu's level 54. So our Raichu seems to be having, this is like a fight. Even though we're 4 levels higher, our Raichu is going to have some problems. And what we did, Agile Style and use Thunder Wave, so we got a faster Thunder Wave off. So that's going to be really cool, though. So, like, you want to use status effects quick. Didn't actually do damage to it, though. So I wonder if a Strong Style Thunder Wave will actually do damage. So maybe. Maybe it'll actually do damage with a Strong Style Thunder Wave. Because, like, what would be the difference against a Strong Style and a agile style for a move that does no damage. You know what I mean? So maybe it could actually do damage. And that Walrein murdered us. Okay, I will say Walrein got a crit, and it was a strong style Giga Impact. So there's no way Raichu's surviving that. Even with 4 levels higher, there's like no shot, right? Customization, this stuff's always cool. Costs in-game money. There are pre-order bonuses as well, so definitely pre-order game if you're interested, just because there's gonna be exclusive items to that for sure. So yeah. I mean, I like it though. This is better customization of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, that's for sure, and better than Sword and Shield already. So I'm all about that. And it's nice that it's all in one area. I'm pretty sure we're gonna unlock more things as we go out through the game, and I'm sure completing certain requests will give us more customization options. Also, it's nice that we can do our hair and we can like dye it as well. You know, these models are actually pretty solid for a Pokemon game. These are probably the best models we've ever had for a Pokemon game, so I will take that as a positive. All right, Noble Pokemon. These are our boss fights. These are our main story boss fights. And they keep showing off the Cleaver fight here, which I can't wait. But this is probably the very first Noble we end up fighting. This is so cool. I actually can't wait to use this Pokemon in my party. So these are like legitimate boss fights, different than the alphas. The alphas are more like field boss, but this is like an actual boss fight with an actual health bar. So yeah, you can see it have an actual health bar, and we got to throw these bombs at it to make it so we can fight it. It's really interesting. We got to throw a lot of bombs at it, and eventually once we throw enough bombs at it and stagger it, we can actually get into a Pokemon battle with it, which I actually think is really cool. And it sort of does have a soul system. I mean, you can lock on and dodge, man. That's like really funny, you know? Like we do get a dodge roll and it's like with a lock on. So like that's very soulsy to me. But it just seems like this is the only thing we do. It's just we dodge roll and we throw bombs at it. Okay, and eventually finally fight. See, this thing is level 18. This is super early. So this is pretty interesting. As we mentioned before, some moves just for some reason don't have a strong style or agile style. Like Water Pulse does not have one here, but we can see Confusion and Bubble has one. So I don't know why that happens, and they don't really explain in this trailer. So we're going to do a strong style. That's going to be a stab super effective move here. Which is, this is going to do a lot of damage, of course. The interesting part is right here, though. So Cleaver uses Stealth Rock. If you don't know what Stealth Rock is, Stealth Rock in Pokemon games is a non-damaging rock-type move, and it damages your opponent, like if someone uses Stealth Rock on you and you switch out your Pokemon, you take damage when you switch in. But Stealth Rock just did damage, just did direct damage. So they definitely have changed some moves for this game. So the fact that Stealth Rock is an immediate attack is pretty crazy. But then looking here, then Splinter's dug into Psyduck. So that is what Stealth Rock normally does. So what I'm thinking is Stealth Rock is not only just an attack, but it still has its old properties if you were to switch Pokemon. And I wonder if Stealth Rock is sort of being treated like a Fire Spin, or like a Whirlpool, where it's a rock version of those moves where it's doing immediate damage. But it seems that was a lot of damage personally. I mean, yeah, it's 3 levels higher, but that was still almost a one-hit KO, right? And it does damage over the next turn. So maybe it does damage over the next turn, or maybe it was when you switch your Pokemon in, it does damage. I'm thinking it could be both, honestly. Who knows? But the fact that they changed Stealth Rock means what other moves did they change? And now we're just going to hit him with the Water Pulse. But we don't actually take out Cleaver. Like, yeah, his health goes down to 0. But now it's just throw bombs at him again. Yeah, he's staggered. We're doing more damage. But it's cool that we may have to, it seems like we're going to have to keep on fighting Cleaver. So I think that's really cool. I'm super excited for this game to release on January 28th. Of course, you want to catch it here on Panfro Games. Definitely like and subscribe because we're going to be making so much content for this game. I'm going to be streaming it. I'm making guides. And yeah, I can't wait. I'm genuinely, this is the most exciting thing that Pokemon has done in years. And I'll be here for it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great one.